Hello everyone, No Sleep here, and today is day 17, which is Selfship / OCX Canon. Now, I think I'm gonna draw like a few like little sketches of this, but a I think I was bad with the self-shipping with Canon, which there's nothing wrong with that, only I was very bad with it. So instead of doing that, I'm gonna try and think of like OCs that I have made for that specific genre. And the first one up is actually warrior cats. That was the first thing I became obsessed with. Oh, that's a bit too thick. There we go. So the funniest thing about warrior cats is that I moved from my hometown. I moved several states away, and during that time I started to get into warrior cats. And when I moved, I was in like, oh gosh, I think I was in the 5th or 6th grade. And so I had to like go to a whole different school, and that school was insane. But I met some really cool friends who also read the Warrior Cat books. And they did a live role play with all these other people, and it was just the best thing that I've ever had to experience. I made the nose a bit too weird. But yeah, that was just an experience. And I believe that the name they gave me, because I I was the medicine cat for it was ice something, and I've deducted it down to it was probably ice spots or ice pelt, which ice spots sounds like such a such a name that a kid would make up the for this fandom. Blech, I can't speak. But I loved it because it was my name, and I wore that with pride. You don't know how many kids I chased down with moss because they had quote unquote ticks. But yeah, I'm drawing ice spots in all her glory. And I don't remember if I shipped her with anyone. That's the thing. But if she was, and I'm trying to think back to my like childish mind, if she was, she'd probably be shipped with the warrior. Because why not? But I think the best warrior she could ever be shipped with is Ashford. Because he's problematic. She probably was problematic. I mean, she had the abuse of power chasing people down with to get ticks off them. So I see no problem with her joining up with Ashford. Canonically, no, Ashford wouldn't. But this is not canon. This is my thing. Just finish up the spots and then I'll draw Ashford. I might just take a page out of Moon Kitty's Ashfur and just give him long luscious locks because I love her Ashfur and it's so silly. I'm gonna do them differently, of course, because I can't do long luscious locks like her or them. It's been a long time since I watched Moon Kitty. I really don't have eye spots facing him. She's looking up. But it's okay. It's fine. It's been so long since I read the Warrior books, so I don't remember what ash fur looks like. I'm assuming he has light gray fur, considering his name, but that's just me assuming. Let's give him fluffy chest. And then the long luscious locks. So you know it's ash fur. I don't know. With Moon Kitty's ash fur, I've just associated ash fur with long luscious locks. I don't know why or how. But there we go. Eye spots. Did I say eye spot or eye spots? I think I said eye spots. Beep-a-doop. And ash fur. Because they make so much sense. Okay. My next one is the first, like, I think, yeah, it would technically be the first video game fandom I've ever entered, which was FNAF. And like I said in the previous video, I think it was, yeah, it was number 9. It was an indie game video. I said about how much of a crush I had on Foxy when I first entered the fandom, how I just got latched into that. But now I like Bonnie. Bonnie's cool. But sadly, I did not fall for Bonnie. Oh gosh. I remember this OC very vividly because she was also a fox. And you're gonna hear me say she so many times because I like making female characters. Female characters are my jam. I'm pretty sure she would look similar to like Lolbit or Funtime Foxy. Same like palette. Not palette. Same design, different color palette. There we go. Yeah, I don't remember her lore. I really don't. I just remember making her very feminine. Like all the others. Like all the other OCs that were shipped with Foxy were very feminine. Although surprisingly, with the fans with not Funtime Foxy, with regular Foxy, all of them just had their OC hate on like the girl characters like Chica and Mangle, even Bonnie. Like, bro, what the heck? But yeah, I think she was another shade of pink, probably. But I'm not gonna bother. I don't think I get, because this is just like the metal bit. Or should I make that like the cheek part? I'll make that the cheek part. And I don't remember her name. Her name slips my mind, or either that or I didn't give her one, which Honestly, I can give a lot of my OCs names for some reason. It's just like, oh, this is the Fox character I made to ship with Funtime Fox. To Funtime Foxy. Fuck. To ship with Foxy. What eye was his eye patch on? Oh, I think I remember. Realistically, I don't think they'd ever get along. Sort of like Icebots and Ashford. They would. Nuh-uh. They would either not get along or they just won't. Would be like, who are you? I'm not gonna give him eyebrows today. Question mark. Foxy. Oops. Can't see that. There you go. And the last one. I want to draw 3. Oh Lord, I think it was Seance. Yeah. The other game that I got into, Undertale, infamous for its more than unpleasant shipping. I look back on that and I'm like, I wish I joined the Undertale fandom a little later in life. But oh well. I cannot remember who she was. Go. But I remember that I was like, oh my goodness, she goes so well with Sans, the skeleton. Oh, his nose. Here we go. Ta-da. She was probably a bunny because I love and still love all those bunny characters in Undertale. Do I remember their names? No. You can never rely on me to remember anything unless it was something stupid. And the characters I so love, nah, I don't remember their names. Let's do that. Give her some floof. I'm sort of tired of drawing eyes. Obviously, because it was back then. Like the other bump for the ear. Let's not forget that. Let's give her some face fluff. Oh wait, no, that looks weird. Ah. I don't know why, but it looks weird, you know? Man, I want to give her face fluff, but it looks weird. Oh well. She has the fluff on her head. So this is also another question mark. So yeah, there's like my 3OCX Canon. Yeah, I don't know what to say except I wish I joined some fandoms. I wish I joined a little later. Some I'm happy with. But yeah, it is what it is. Tomorrow is Alternate Universe, which I am equally excited for because I get to draw Sephra and Pandora as alternate selves. That's my plan. And I'm so excited. So excited. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. And you know what? If you guys have names for my 2 random ass OCs, drop them in the comments. Other than that, thank you for watching. Consider liking and subscribing, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.